Well, hello. This is episode 224 of the Solo One Sci-Fi Podcast. I'm Michael Ball, and we're back after another couple of weeks off, and we have a full house. We have back from the Martin Fowlerverse. It's Martin. Hello, Martin.
Hello, and good to see you again. It's been a while.
Hello, and also back as usual is Malcolm. Hello, Malcolm.
Hello.
Good. Now, before we start off, Martin, are you going to tell us about what you're getting hold of, or is this something which is you want to share, or if you don't want me to, I can move on?
If you want to talk about it, I don't mind. It's coming Sunday.
Okay, well, do you want to say what it is? We'll see what it's all about.
It's a full-size Genesis Dalek.
Brilliant. So how?
And I've got no room for it.
Is it? Are you on a ground level? Is it something you got to take up the stairs to get to?
No, we've got lifts.
Will it get in the lift?
Yeah,
it splits into 5 parts.
Oh, really?
I was going to say, the footprint on the base of the Dalek is a lot bigger than you think.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If you hadn't said that, I'd say please film it and put it on YouTube. It could be a YouTube sensation. You know, your channel has shot up in subscribers over the last few months. You would have gone way past 100,000 subs with 10 minutes of putting that. Trying to get a Dalek in the lift to get to your place.
I don't want to think about it. I think I have worked out a place where it's going to go.
Okay.
Well, it's got to go behind you, and you've got to stop blurring out all the props you buy.
Oh, yeah.
That whole rack of stuff you've got behind you, and you've blurred it all out.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
I know you guys are connoisseurs and you appreciate this stuff, but
what?
Well, I've got a vision. I have a plan, and the plan is I'm going to move a chair, a sofa chair, and then put it where there it is, and move the sofa chair over there. But it's not going to work out like that.
Get rid of the sofa chair because you can flip the lid up and sit in it and watch TV. Or if the eye stalk works, you can watch it through the eye stalk.
Yeah. And then, of course,
it was a good deal. The guy, and he offered to deliver it.
Is it near to you that you get this from?
No. It's coming from Penrith.
What is that? Where's that in Wales? Isn't it Penrith? Where's
Scotland.
Penrith? Scotland. Shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Scottish.
He's delivering that for free. Wow.
Well,
you scored in there.
It doesn't sound like he's
well, he said he dealt with delivery, and I said because like we negotiated the price because I mean they don't go for stupid money, but he wanted rid of it, and he said, "Oh, I'll deliver it if you put 30 quid in towards petrol." I went, right.
30 quid.
30 quid.
Scotland to here is going to be about.
I know. I didn't want to.
It's about 350
Right.
miles, isn't it, or something like that?
It's a diesel van.
I don't know where it is.
It's a standard like diesel transit or Luton van. £3 a mile, easy on fuel. £3 a mile.
He does seem a bit desperate to get rid of it, Martin. Just to say.
Yeah.
well, when he comes out, when I was on eBay negotiating with him,
yeah,
he said, I've got a bit. I do deliveries, and I think he's moving to Birmingham, and he should be moved in by Thursday because he offered to bring it Thursday, but I can't do this Thursday. So I said I'm at home all day Sunday, and he went, "Yeah, Sunday would be great for me."
All right. Well, listen, we can't wait to see it.
Coming, yeah. It cut in 5 sections. The skirt bit, the middle bit, that weird grill bit, and the top bit, and you can sit in it,
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
So there's you with your Dalek, and all I've got. Finally, I'm happy with my new. Whoop, whoop. Mooncrest models, absolutely stunning. Also, finally came today. finally came
Yeah,
today.
yeah, got
So
mine.
tonight I
Got
can
mine.
sit and
Got
watch. I can sit and watch it with with the right movements.
Show
and
us
stuff. I'm
more
so
of the
happy.
gun. I need to see the gun. Show us more. Oh,
Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to try and get it in front of me.
does
It's
it
really good,
light up?
and it's a proper no. See, the one I was trying to make my own, I could get to light up,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do the clear plastic bits, the clear
Yeah.
acrylics.
Okay.
And there isn't enough room in this for the sound module that I bought. But I'm hoping
Oh,
if the guy would sell me these two parts, which he
Yeah.
won't,
yeah.
I could
Yeah.
add it to the bit I've done and make it a light and sound one. But
Oh,
that's a
that
project.
is- that
That's a
is
project for next
beautiful.
year, maybe.
Because on eBay the other day, do you remember Ryzen Fan Club, the Blake 7
Oh
thing?
yeah.
Somebody was selling one of their guns that lit up.
Mhm.
And the bidding were going up to 300-400 quid for it. I mean, it
Yeah.
was
So
partly knackered as well. It was partly
yeah,
knackered.
so the old Century Castings ones were
That's
like
it.
perfect
Yeah,
replicas that
fancy.
lit up, and he had the belt and all that. The only thing he didn't do, he never put sound in them. But the sound card is so easy to do. So if you could get hold of if a Century's casting one ever comes up for a price that you can buy, 20, 30 quid, you can put the sound in it as well, and then you've got the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Is that? That is
That's all
beautiful.
going over Michael's head. Whoosh.
No, I know. I
It-
do recognize it because I've seen Blake Seven recently. Because obviously you two
Yeah.
persuaded me to see it. But it's one of those things that, and I think this is going to go on to the review of the film tonight. It's a long-term thing that you've liked for many years, and it's got a very sentimental value. And I think that's why it's kind of that's why.
Yeah. I have
You know what I mean?
definitely wanted one since 1979.
I've wanted
Well,
a
1978
Dalek.
for the first one. 1978, I've wanted one.
Yeah,
I had
Yeah.
one Lego
I've wanted a Scarrow Genesis Dalek for nearly 30 years.
Oh no, I think it's gonna be. I can't wait for you to. I mean, are you going to feature it on your channel and do a review of it? And
Well, I've got
You've
a
got
plan.
to, really. You have to.
I have got a plan, but I need to
Okay.
get it in
All right,
first.
that's
Let
up
me
to
get
you,
it in,
that's up
but
to
I
you.
will keep
There are
you both
multiple-
abreast of
There are
what is
multiple
going on over that
tutorials.
day.
There are
Right, I
multiple
will.
tutorials that will tell you how to do the voice modulation. So you can sit in it and exterminate, and then you can do a whole podcast
Well,
there.
I think you have to use your feet to move about.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
But in
wow.
Flintstones,
yeah.
And is it
Yeah.
relatively sturdy? It's not going to sort of fall apart as
it's
soon as you hit a wall.
fiberglass and metal.
Okay, all right. So
I
is
will
it?
keep it. I will send you
Yeah, I'm
snippets
very. I
of
can't believe you're
information
doing
all
this.
day Sunday.
I can't believe you're
From
doing
the
this.
lift, I will
Yeah,
photograph it in
yeah,
the
yeah.
lift.
Please do.
Send it to
Get
you.
lots of get your phone, do lots of footage, and then compile it and do as one of your videos because you've got to do that
Yes.
for YouTube.
But I've got to figure out where to put it.
And if you can get a voice modulator, you've got to say it's the Soda One Sci-Fi podcast or something. That'd be a great intro.
Well, I will do.
All right, so
I'm
that's
getting it, and I can't get back out.
yeah, but
And
I
then you're
think
going to
it's
have to find a way to write it into one of your films, so that it appears as a guest star in one of your films.
oh, you
The
can
most,
get it
the most
chasing you
left
down the
field
road.
one as well. You know, just have
Yeah.
it like just shoehorned in there in a really odd way.
I can't wait to see it.
I shouldn't have bought. I couldn't resist it.
Oh no, I mean, who's got a Dalek? I mean, that's a pretty rare thing to get.
Well,
so,
it's an investment as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
It's a-
because I mean, like I said, I mean, Doctor Who at the moment is a bit wobbly with the long
Yes.
terms, but the classic fans will like it. And
Well, I've always loved the Genesis Daleks, you see.
yeah,
And
as long as they
Genesis of the Dalek, I love
thing
the
is, though,
Dalek.
don't forget that Rusty Davis has already given Davros got him out of his wheelchair and he made him sort of a human again or a Khaled or whatever. And you know, what if they rename the Daleks as Homo Daleks
Well,
or something?
I went on YouTube and I got into the world of. I watched several videos about Dalek collectors. You know, people.
Oh,
have
yeah,
them. One guy had 4 of them in his front room.
Yeah, but I can understand that. I'd love to have I mean, I haven't got the room in my room. For Dalek.
Well, and there were another guy. He actually had 2 Daleks and a Davros, and the Davros looked quite frightening. You know, the full
the full
scale Davros.
yeah. I mean, it's the thing with Doctor Who. It's got a lot of memorabilia, and it's still so iconic. And a Dalek, you know, I would love to have that. I mean, I'd like to get some Star Trek props. I'd like a 24th century phaser. That might be quite a fun thing to have. But you know,
I'd like a Comanche.
I'd like to get some Star Wars helmets as well. I mean, I might get one. I'm still thinking about getting like a Darth Vader or Stormtrooper helmet. I never got one, but I do like them. I know you've got some, Martin. And I'm thinking about at some point. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I just don't have that much room. We're quite clutter free in my house, but I know that these things can build up.
God, I wish I were clutter free.
Let's
I'm
go
kind of
into.
considering selling my one company phaser and communicator to get enough money to buy a flight
Have you
simulator.
seen how much they're going for? Because I've got mine.
Yeah.
Have you seen what they're asking for them?
How much?
Have
Which is
you
why I'm
over a
seriously
grand?
considering selling them.
How
Yeah,
much?
over $1,000 for the phaser
Yeah.
and about 500 quid for the communicator.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
did you
I've been saying, yeah.
They're just massively collectible, and it's just taken a massive leap. Now they've come out with a tricorder, and so people
Oh.
want all three.
Wow, I didn't know
Are
that.
you going to jump on tricorder?
No,
No, I'm
no,
not.
I'd like one, but it's too much money. I can't justify that amount of money. But I know it
I've
works
seen
and
one.
does stuff, but it's just going to sit on the shelf, isn't it?
I've seen one, and I don't know. It's a bit too plasticky for me.
Yeah, and also there's
That's
a
what
lot
I
of people
thought.
posting that there's problems with the software in it, and
Yeah,
it's glitched.
Plays
And one
out,
guy said
yeah.
that the latest update is completely bricked.
they're on Amazon for. I think I saw one. They're on Amazon, Adam, for about $350. Originally, they were meant to be 200 quid, weren't they? And
Yeah.
I don't think I can't justify it cost of that.
No, I mean the thing is, it's an expensive hobby to get involved with all these props and all these sort of
Yeah.
replicas and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean
well,
the
anyway.
phasers are a really good prop, and it's also a remote control for your TV.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
cool.
phasers
I
just
like
as
that.
good as the
for
master
that. But
replicas.
the communicator is an actual Bluetooth Bluetooth speaker, so you can connect it to your
Yep.
phone, and then
I've
it'll go
heard that.
when
Yeah,
your phone
I've
rings,
heard that.
Yeah, you
click and
can,
answer the phone with it,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
quite good. But again, you don't get for that either.
I don't think my communicator's working because I think the battery's just dead now because I've had it like 10 years.
Yeah, but I haven't recharged mine for about 3-4 years, and I was like, oh bollocks! And I tried it the other day, and it recharged fine.
Oh, did it? Oh, mine's not
Yeah.
recharging at all.
Give it a
so,
go. Give it a go.
You know, but
All
the
right,
phasers
guys.
okay.
Well, look, this obviously the props are good, and like I said, good luck with the Dalek. Let's quickly go
I'll
into
keep
some
informed
news.
of every step of the
Thank
journey.
you. No, I look forward to that. Okay, so Malcolm did put this over to me. I did miss the message, so I apologise, Malcolm. But obviously, with regards to Doctor Who, the Sea Devils are coming back in the Sky Between the War and the Land, or whatever it's called. This stupid daft name for this spin-off with this rusty TV.
Christmas, isn't it?
December. It's next month. The latest bullshit. I don't know why it keeps doing it and keeps pissing everybody off. They want to change the name of Sea Devils to Homo Qua.
If I can just quickly leap in, as a lot of people have pointed out,
Silurians already say that.
review,
Yeah. Silurians are
it's
Homo
not that
reptilia.
he's saying that. He's saying that the Sea Devils themselves are saying that they consider it racist that they are being called Sea Devils, and they refer to themselves as Homo Aqua. So it's not him. It's not like a Davros thing with him where he's going, "Oh, we shouldn't do this." It is them themselves.
Do you agree?
To
Do you think that's fair then, or what do you think about that?
If you do read the article again, it does seem to be that's what it is.
So it's been misinterpreted by the fans, is what you're saying?
I think so. I think people just leapt on it very fast. I was one of them to call it out, and really should have just stood and thought for a second.
Yeah, I know.
But
in scientific terms, they are part of the Silurian hypothesis.
Yeah, but aren't these Silurians called Homo reptilia or something?
In conspiracy theories, hundreds of millions of years ago, there's a belief there was another civilization here, and if it was descended from the dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. And in scientific terms, some scientists saying this is possible. There could have been called that Silurian hypothesis.
All right.
Seriously, Google it.
But if I remember rightly, in the original Sea Devil episode, no one calls them that anyway. It's only that the episode is called that. But I don't think anybody ever refers to them.
They're Silurians. They're Silurians, all of them.
In the Awakening, they were referred to as Sea Devils in the Peter Davison episode. But I can't remember myself in the original whether, as you say, it was just the name of the title of the Sea Devils rather than actually being addressed as Sea Devils.
Do you know why they went to sleep? I
don't know.
What happened was when they lived with the dinosaurs, we were like rats running about. They saw the moon enter our solar system. So they all went into deep sleep because they thought the moon were going to damage the Earth.
Oh, okay.
And none of them woke up for 200 million years. It all went a bit wrong. that's
Wouldn't-
the origins of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't the moon enter our orbit before life began, and that's how
Well-
life, or that allowed life to.
Well, that's
it's part of it.
the origin story of the
But
sea
I'm
devil
gonna
and Valorian.
I'm going to Google that now because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google it.
Good old or chat GPT. That'll say the. So I mean, are you excited about this new spin-off?
No.
Are you different? You couldn't give a
It
shit.
looks
or-
like an absolute pile of shite,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, apparently, some reviews that have said it is meant to be quite good, but that was in the Radio Times.
It was
Oh,
good,
fuck that.
brilliant.
Radio
It was
Times.
good, brilliant. I mean, to be fair, we said the Star Wars one. What was the Star Wars? The one with the kids.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Girl. We thought that was going to be a pile of crap, and it was great.
And we gave it quite a good review,
didn't we?
Star
Yeah,
Wars
yeah.
experience,
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I
You
have
never
to
know.
agree. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And-
Season 4 of The Witcher just came out, and although they've changed Henry Cavill, I think the new was it Liam Hemsworth? He does it. It's always a poison chalice to take over from somebody else in a role, but I think he did it really well, and he's getting a lot of unfair treatment over it. And the format of the show had changed for the 4th season anyway, so I can see why quite a lot of people didn't like it compared with the previous ones. But it's not too bad. It's watchable.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the 5th series that's going to finish it off. But
I heard
Yeah.
I heard something this week. Today I still think it's been confirmed that Alien Earth has been renewed for a 2nd season. But I don't know if that's confirmed yet. You know, you get some of these things on Facebook and say these things, and it's not confirmed. So, but from what
I
I've
think
read,
ratings wise, Disney,
It's
although
done
they
right.
don't release
They're
their
quite-
ratings,
no, it's
they're
okay.
pretty happy with
Yeah,
with how it
yeah.
performs.
So I think
I know there was a lot of hate on YouTube, but I think Disney have got to the point where they just don't fucking listen to that bullshit
no, well,
anymore.
no. I mean, like I said, I mean, we gave it quite a positive review, and I really can't wait to if they do make a 2nd season. Quickly, just go back to Doctor Who before we finish with that. Obviously, now a Christmas special has been greenlit for 2026. Again, with Russ T Davis. Are you astonished that he's coming back to do anything else in this franchise?
No,
after shitting
because
on it,
there's
or-
things called contracts. So you'll either sack him and pay him a shitload of money, or you let him fulfill his contract and then let him go at the end of that. If they want him to go, they might not want him to go.
What do you reckon, Martin?
You know, BBC. They're still one of the top shows on BBC. So
Yeah.
what more can they ask? They're never going to beat streaming shows.
I'm an optimist. I mean, they could. It depends on who the new Doctor is, isn't it? Really.
But do you think he'll get the chance to choose the next Doctor, or will he be like a handover thing where he has one last episode before the next person comes in and chooses the 16th Doctor?
Well, it depends whether
Well,
the regeneration is at the end of the Christmas special or not.
Well, yeah.
Well, they
it's
put
not-
themselves in a stupid place, haven't they?
yeah, pretty much.
They have
Yeah.
put themselves
I mean,
in a bad
let's
out
be honest. Billie Piper's doing quite a lot of work and shows at the moment. So to assume she's going to be available next year to even film a Christmas special is a little bit of optimism on their part, because she is quite a busy lady. So she might not even be around to film more than a couple of scenes.
Who would you like to say is the next Doctor?
I never like to get involved in those. I like it to be an unknown.
Do you think they could bring Doctor Ruth in?
No, you mean the one that we saw that time?
Yeah.
No,
to go with her,
no.
No.
I'd still like to see Paul McGann come back in a, but I don't think they could do that again. I don't think they could bring back They did it with Tennant a 2nd time. I don't think they could do that again.
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be Tennant's gonna come back.
I think he'll come back. I think we'll see him in the Christmas special, and I think that the Billie Piper thing is some sort of the essence of the TARDIS, which is somehow merged with the regeneration from Shooty's Doctor, and David Tennant has got to re-merge to instigate the proper regeneration of the 16th Doctor.
I mean, you could do that. You could just have a story where, when that bi-regeneration nonsense was just... You remember there was one before where the TARDIS, they had the woman playing the TARDIS herself. She got ripped out of it.
Yes.
And he was... So they could basically have it that the whole duty thing was the TARDIS itself, not the Doctor. The TARDIS
Yeah.
doing something, and
but
as you
that's
say,
a clever
they
idea.
need to get back.
That's a clever idea, but they won't do that. They'll do something really
Because
stupid.
the TARDIS itself being out and about and doing stuff could be a reason why he was that much more. I use the word flamboyant. I'm not using it as an insult or a bad way. I'm just saying the way he was more out there and
Portrayed.
yeah. It was just the TARDIS being.
I'm gonna watch Earth and the Sea or whatever. If you know, and
Earth and the Sea.
I'm not into panning something I haven't seen. I know everybody sees the trailer and they attack you.
Yeah.
And I want to see it. And I find that when you do that, you could end up killing something really good. A trailer does not explain everything. Just because there's a few clips in it, it's like, oh, it's this and it's that. I want to see it. I'll know by episode 3 it's crap.
It's only 5 parts, isn't it? It's a 5-parter thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll know by the 3rd episode where we are with it. And so well, just wait, and then it gives us some on about.
It could be better.
I've got to give it a chance.
It could be better than Section 31 from Star Trek. You never know. I mean, it could be.
Do you know? I forgot all about that till you mentioned it. That had no effects on me. While we're on Star Trek, what do you reckon about the rumours of a certain admiral of ours that could be returning?
Yeah,
we kind of touched on this last week, and I honestly don't see where they're going to go. You know, here's some forms for you to sign, Admiral. Oh, brilliant, thanks. You know, I don't really see the Archer bit. You mean Archer being president? I don't really see that.
Yeah. I think it'll be good if they do the Romulan War.
Well, there's the after, and I suppose it could be during Roman War. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I have to be honest. I'd rather look at this and watch this, and look forward to this than Starfleet Academy.
I can't bother with a cat.
Of course, I'm going to watch it, but it does look a bit pants, doesn't it? You know, I mean, I know, but we always watch this shit, though, don't we?
Gem King on, don't we? We need to see the gym teacher.
The Gem Hadar.
Oh, the Gem Hadar.
Klingon.
Yeah, the beast
battling on about dying for honor and all that kind of stuff every 2 minutes.
And I mean, obviously,
you wouldn't last 2 minutes in a war. That sort of nonsense.
I want to see the holographic Doctor back. That's the only thing I want to see because I'm a big Voyager fan. So I'd like to see him back. And I think Robert Picardo, everything I've seen him in, I've always enjoyed. So
I think that's probably the only thing anybody's watching it for.
Yeah, because he's so good.
Predator Badlands, what's the reviews like?
Oh, I've heard it's mixed. I think some people enjoyed it. I've heard mixed. Have you heard bad?
I've seen a couple of people liked it and a lot of people didn't.
Right.
And inevitably, most of the ones I've seen that didn't like it are people you can see they're people that are never going to like anything. Like the Alien haters, they're people that will never, ever like it.
Yeah. We all know those channels.
If it's too similar to the first film, it would just be a rip-off that we didn't need. If it's different, it's
too unrecognisable, and it's
and all of that. So I'm gonna watch it with it. You know.
I have to say I saw the trailer and I thought it didn't look bad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
okay, but
I'll wait until it's out on digital, but I will check it out once.
And Running Man's today or tomorrow? It's tomorrow, isn't it? Running Man.
Maybe something like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I saw the trailer to that when I saw Tron and the new extended trailer. And I have to say, I've got a feeling Running Man's going to be a surprise hit. I could be wrong. But when I watched it, I really enjoyed the trailer.
Yeah. I'm hoping what will let Running Man down is people will compare it to the first film because they've not read the book and they don't realise the first film.
Because this is more to the book, isn't it? It's more to the book.
One film I'm looking forward to in January because I've just rewatched the original and I really liked it is Greenland 2.
Do you know, I didn't mind that.
I watched it. I thought this is really good. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it, Malcolm. I actually liked it. I thought it was really quite good.
When's so out?
I think it's January.
January.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
What? Greenland? It's a fantastic apocalyptic movie. Malcolm, come on, mate.
This time, then?
What's that? It's 5 years after the first one. We can't say because Malcolm's not seen it, but I can't say much because he hasn't seen it. But it's 5 years after the first one. That's all I can say at the moment until he's seen it. Malcolm, homework, mate. You've got to watch Greenland, okay? It's good.
Okay, all right,
All
no
right, check
worries.
it out. Really well, and it's got
Have
the
we covered
actress.
Greenland?
No, I'd like to review that maybe after we've done 20,000 Leagues. If you two are up
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. Well, the 20,000. Like, I saw it one Christmas. It was in 2 parts.
I've not seen it, but
No spoiler.
no,
No
I'm gonna
spoiler.
watch it. I'll watch it.
I saw it
Michael,
in the 90s,
Michael
and
Caine. Michael Caine.
they've done it's sort of added more to it, which I found. I never forgot it. It went on the BBC in 2 parts over Christmas, and I watched it, and I was really impressed. And I
I'm going to
managed
watch
to
it,
get
but there's
hold
no
of a
way it will
physical
be anywhere
copy
near as
from
good
France.
as Jose Ferreri's The Amazing Captain Nemo. That is the quintessential Captain Nemo
Oh, the
character.
amazing Captain Nemo's
Yeah.
I saw that at the cinema
But
as a kid.
you need to get hold of it. This is a mission for you, Michael. Is to find the original unedited 3-part, not the
I,
edited together film, because I cannot
oh
find the 3-part
no,
anywhere.
What is
no,
this?
yeah,
The Captain
you're right.
Nemo, not
The
the.
Amazing Captain, and
Ma-
it's also under 2 names. It was like
okay.
I think in America, it's like it
Tell
was
you
called
what.
something different here. It was called something different in America.
Erwin Allen.
After you've done this, send me some info. Text me over, and I'll see what I can
There
do.
were.
Hey, yes, if you can find that, if you can find the original 3 episodes and
Yeah.
the edit, we've all seen.
If I do, will you give me a Dalek?
I may buy you one for Christmas. Yes.
All right, guys. So listen, we've got the 10-minute window, so we can either keep chatting and come back after the Zoom block, or we can go straight into the movie review.
Now let's
prefer
come
to
back
Yeah,
after.
I think we did the movie after 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's fine.
Pluribus, I've
It's
watched
just
the
I'm
trailer
only
for
thinking
this
at the
now.
time.
Tell us-
Yeah.
Because I absolutely I cannot watch this movie. I can't. I just fucking this.
But what about this new series you mentioned that's coming out, Martin? Pluribus.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. What's that about?
I don't know. I saw a clip of it. It's on Apple, and this woman sat in the front room, and the telly's talking to her about this signal from outer space that's took over everybody's mind, except 11 people. And this signal, it's like they're doing something. This is from outer space, and it's took over everybody. And this woman
Makes everybody
speaking
happy all
out.
the time.
Yes,
And,
but it's
and all anybody
11
wants to do
people
is
in
make
the
her
world.
happy.
There's 11 people immune to it, and she's screaming because the president of America is talking to her personally through the telly, but he's an alien.
Oh, wow.
And it's called Plural. It's 3 episodes, and I thought this looks interesting. So I don't know. That's all I know. If find the clip, I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called Plural.
And
Yeah.
Fallout's out soon, isn't it? Fallout season 2.
Yes, unfortunately, we're only getting it weekly.
Oh, yeah, but wasn't that the same as season 1?
No, they
They did the whole thing in one go.
Yeah.
The thing is, streaming channels are only ever going to do weekly now because they've cottoned on to the buying a 1 month subscription, binge watching all the shows they've just released, and then cancelling
And then
the
you can
subscription.
cancel.
for another 6
Yeah,
months.
yeah. And if it's
I
once a
will
week, then
not-
yes.
They can never
I
ever
get that.
go back to releasing it all in one go.
Yeah,
I
I agree
won't
about
be
that.
watching Fallout till January.
Oh, yeah. What is that? Any particular reason, or is it just?
I binge watched it first time and loved
Oh,
it.
yeah. Did you?
I can't watch that an hour a week. I can't.
Did you? Did you finish off watching Alien Earth? Because I can't remember. You weren't here.
I've not started
Oh, you
yet.
still not seen it? Oh, wow.
No,
Okay.
I've not had time.
No, I'm
I
like
just
that.
got through. I watched Peacemaker. I managed to. I got Peacemaker. If you want
Is
Peacemaker,
second 2 worth watching?
and second season, I watched it.
Yeah, is it
and
worth watching season 2?
it was terrible. Starts off very well, then it just. I don't know what the point of making it was. If
Yeah.
you want it,
Yeah, I think it was to try and I read one review where it said basically Peacemaker season 2 is James Gunn basically trying to destroy every Snyderverse DCEU, but keep the stuff he did like Suicide Squad and Peacemaker as part of his new run of movies. That's the whole point of that show.
it starts off very well for the first 3 episodes, and then it's just. I thought, why am I bothering with this?
Well, I'm still.
Even ending was terrible.
I'm still sort of trying to get through. What's it called? 12 Monkeys. I mean, halfway through the second season. It's all right, but I kind of like. I tend to sort of move and watch other things. I think, oh, I'll watch it another day, which is never a good example if a show's not grabbing you. If you really like, oh yeah, I want to see episode 4, and like, yeah, I don't dislike it, but it's all right.
This is my problem
when I
with
watch
the
stuff
Foundation.
now-
I can't drop past 3 episodes.
Oh,
And
I got there in the end, and I'm really Martin and I agree about this one. It's worth the wait. It's quite hard to get through the first, well, season and a half. Even but it's a weird one. It's yeah. I get where you're coming from. It's not accessible, but I'm eventually got through it. And by the end of the third season, after all this stuff, you've learnt the whole universe the whole way. You think, I'm clicked in with it. But it took me a long time to
Yeah,
click
it
with it.
did. Same for me. Same for
But
me.
now I can't wait for season 4 and all this sort of stuff. So I mean,
2 years. 2 years.
yeah, it's weird. Anything else before we pause to focus on our focus of the week? Anything else which is good to share? We've got 6 minutes before we can. I'm trying to think. Of anything else.
What about so you probably won't know much on this one, Martin, but Michael, but Martin, the new special effects on Doctor Who season 13, all AI.
Oh, I've heard about that. People aren't happy.
About that.
They heard it's really sort of a bit ropey and a bit sort of it's not very.
People's faces are nonsense and all
Yeah,
that. People are not impressed with it. I'm hoping they haven't done the same thing with Blake 7.
Actually, I'm not. No spoilers. I've just got to. I'm on the final run of Star One now. The 3 episodes. So I'm watching them tonight. But the effects, they've done, the effects are better in this season than the last one.
So have they done more than, because in the first season, my big issue with Blake 7 was it was only the spaceships really that they updated, and I think the
teleporting and
stuff that they should have done, like the security robot and this and that, they never touched, and that really didn't sit well with me.
I can say that when they go to the system, you know that nuclear power plant where they filmed.
Yep.
They've added loads of future shit in there.
Okay. The background and stuff.
And in the background, it looks very.
So like the special editions of Empire Strikes Back, where they added windows to best bits.
See outside
and stuff.
Well,
some people hated it, but it was brilliant. I know there was a lot about the special editions that was crap, but that I really liked.
And the Liberator looks absolutely beautiful. They've really got the sound.
Again, I love the fact that they did models in the first season, but some of it to me was too clean, too crisp. Every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, when I watched Blake 7 the first time, I obviously it was the old effects, and I thought the exterior shots of the Liberator weren't very impressive compared to even like the original TOS.
Well, on one of the episodes, I forgot to take special effects on, and I saw old Liberator, and I got right annoyed. I thought I need special effects.
It's like when TOS was remastered, and like I actually quite like the remastered TOS, but a lot of people just want the original. So it's kind of
I quite fancy to buy the Blu-ray set for TOS because you can watch it both, can't you?
Yeah, you got the option. You can flip, which is the best way if you got the option of both. But like I said, I mean, I watched the remastered.
There's a fantastic tribute in the extras to Jacqueline Pierce.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Fantastic documentary about her.
Yeah. Well, we've got 3 minutes left. Did I hear that, going back to Doctor Who, that Tom Baker's just got a, is it CBE, OBE? What did he get? He got something.
Like that. Have you seen the pictures of him? It's hard to tell it's even him now. He's
very,
I know he's
thin.
90-something, isn't he, I think?
No, but I just thought it was nice that, good luck to him. I mean, what a great actor and a great character who created.
Did you ever see him in The Life and Loves of a She-Devil?
Oh... didn't he do a Sherlock Holmes? Oh no, was it Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, he did Hound of the Baskervilles.
That's the one. I saw that one, but not the She-Devil.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't see the She-Devil one. Yeah, I still remember in Blackadder. You had a woman's leg, my lord. He played this old drunken sailor on that episode. I was always quite a Blackadder fan. Right, on that note, because we're going on a tangent, we'll be right back with our focus of the week. Here we go.
It's the Solar Sci-Fi Focus of the Week.
Alright, so this week we're reviewing a film, I think it's from 1973. I just had the details, and 1973. It stars Edward Woodward, which I think is the best name ever for a celebrity or an actor. And it also features Britt Ekland, which of course is another nice addition to the film.
Oh, yes.
And of course Christopher Lee as well, he can't go wrong with. Now, I will just say before we continue with this review that I think that my perception of this film is going to be somewhat different from my two co-hosts. So I'm going to both let you lead into your opinions first before I chime in, because I think that's fair. Would you both be okay with that? Silence.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
sounds
right.
good.
So who wants to, out of you two, who wants to sort of get the ball rolling?
Malcolm.
Okay, Malcolm, tell me why you like The Wicker Man. What is it about it that you...
You know what? I love this film. It first aired in the UK, so it was at the cinema, but it first aired in the UK. It was made in 1973.
73, yeah.
Yeah.
First aired though on Channel 4 in 1982.
Oh, okay.
And I remember sitting at home.
Really?
Yeah, I was sitting at home and I was playing with my Lego in the living room with it, and my dad had put it on, and I was like, okay. And what made me sit up and take note is the dumbest thing ever. But the opening titles of the date that is set is the 29th of April 1973, and that's my birthday. Like literally the day.
Okay.
So that's why I started watching. And then he lands in the plane, and I was 9 years old at the time. I love planes and all that kind of stuff, and blah blah blah. The accents are great. I loved it, and it gets to the bar, and the bar, they start playing this kind of folk music-y song, and I'm like, but obviously Britt Eklund's Willow starts dancing, and to me that was the sexiest thing I've ever seen. Like, it was fucking amazing. I was hooked from that moment on. And then obviously it all went into like the pagan stuff, which is always interesting. By 9 years old, I'd already realised that Christianity had about as much truth as Santa Claus and the fucking Tooth Fairy. So the whole idea of the pagan festivals and all that always seemed to be a lot more interesting to me. And I just loved it. Christopher Lee was in it. I thought he was great.
Christopher Lee loved this movie. He really said it's one of his best things.
Literally, he says it's not only one of his greatest ever roles. He did it without any payment, and he paid, according to Ingrid Pitt, he paid for his entire publicity tour himself to promote the movie. So he was in negative figures for it, and it's still one of his most favourite roles, and he says one of his greatest ever roles.
Oh,
so how cool is that?
So how
I didn't know that.
So versions of it, there are scenes that have been cut. So although you can buy a director's cut, it will never be the full cut, because there are scenes cut out of it that ended up underneath the M3. Because the director,
I heard that there's bits which have been lost. Because I looked about
the
this
advertising
before.
execs wanted so much cut out. They wanted the ending changed because they didn't want it bleak and him. Spoiler alert: they didn't want what happens to him at the end to happen. Britt Eklund lost her shit with the director because she was pregnant at the time, which is why it's always confused people how she's there dancing in the room, bare breasts and all. And then the bum is a body double, and people are like, well, that's a fucking weird body standard. And the reason is she didn't want to be filmed below the chest, so they added later on. Once she'd gone, they added those scenes back in with the body double, and she went nuts over it. And over the years, people have shown her pictures and said, oh, with a bum, said, oh, can you autograph this? And she's like, fuck off, it's not even me.
So was she
was dating Rod Stewart at the time, who tried to have the film banned because she had a hit something. He tried to have it stopped.
So obviously the body double, was it because it wasn't a very flattering body double, or was it just because it was a body double?
I just think she got the ump that they did it without asking her. Okay. And obviously everybody around the world will think it's her, and it's not.
Okay.
So there was that, and I loved that bit at the end when the Wicker Man DVD with the commentary is it's one of the most interesting commentaries outside of John Carpenter and Kurt Russell DVD commentaries. Told you so. Edward Woodward, for instance, they said to him, like, we're going to build this Wicker Man thing at the end. Do you want to see it? And he said, no, I'll see it on the day, because I don't want to. I want to be surprised. So when you actually see him and he goes, "Oh God, oh Jesus Christ," is about, according to him himself, is about 90% his actual fucking reaction to seeing it for the first time, because he didn't seem to realize it would be a full size thing that they would put him in and set fire to it, which they did.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was real, but I wondered whether it was at one point just a fake sort of visual sort of thing. But
he was in it, and they set fire to it. He said it is the most terrified he's ever been ever. They took the animals out. All the scenes of the animals are faked, which also led to another bit of people saying that the director's a wanker because he cared more about the animals than Edward Woodward. But that's the reverse. What it was if anything went wrong, they would have to get Edward Woodward out first and safe, and all the animals would be left to die.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that he prioritized the animals; he just knew that they would have to prioritize Edward Woodward.
Yeah.
And then the speech that he does, he's that far away, distant look is because all his cue cards are stuck on the cliff behind him, and he's reading them off. That's why he's looking out like that, and he gives him that beautiful, far away expression. And what you see in the film is the actual rehearsal scene. And the sun was coming down at exactly the right moment. They gave exactly the right clue that the director went, we're never going to fucking get that again. So they went with the initial rehearsal scene of that speech to go. And Edward Woodward said years later he went back to the place where it was filmed, and he allegedly, the little wooden cross that he kind of puts together and puts on the fucking grave when he throws all the pagan stuff off, apparently he found it lying on the ground. Whether there's any truth to that, I don't know. But it is a story. It
is a story which is worth telling.
It is a story he tells.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's certainly easy. I mean, so I was going to say, so Martin, how on earth did you? I mean, did you encounter Channel 4?
I was a kid at the time. I thought it was on BBC One, Malcolm. I didn't realise it was Channel 4.
I googled it literally
just before
this. I googled.
I must have been about 1973. I think I was about 7 or something.
I was 1.
And I remember. Do you remember when your parents used to watch TV on?
It's awkward, and they want you to go out the room or change the channel or something.
Yeah, and you were about shitless.
Yeah,
so you start carrying on. I remember watching. I looked at it. I remember it when he arrives on the island and. I didn't have a clue, but I remember like my old man saying, "Will you just shut up and do it yourself?" Now, getting shouted at a lot. They were trying to watch it. And then years later, I was a big fan of Alex Cox and Movie Drone.
Yeah, Movie Drone. Yeah, we all know Movie Drone.
Every Sunday I used to sit in and watch.
Brilliant.
And I'd not seen it since that night as a kid, and he was reviewing it, and I sat down, watched it. And I've got to admit, I was very impressed with it because I think
this is the one where Alex Cox, in his introduction, says to the film, he says Christopher Lee still stands by it. God knows why. I think that.
So he didn't like it. He was. Yeah. Was he not complimentary then? Oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, did this get mixed reviews? I mean, obviously, I haven't told you my perspective.
Well, I mean, when I watched it, it's a highly intelligent film, and it opened up the door to all the other witch movies that come.
So it was the first one of it.
Yeah, like the one normally they were all a bit ridiculous, but this had the serious overtone to it, and it was like they tried to make it realistic, and they did a good job of it. They did. And the ending, and Christopher Lee is just amazing in this film.
Nuts at the end,
but I watched it. I've never seen it since Movie Drone, and I don't think I could watch it again.
Oh, so you've not seen it for many years then?
No. So I remember it, and over the years I've met people who've got it on video and DVD, and a lot of reviews say it's one of the best films ever made to come out of this country.
Right. So why is it that you couldn't come back to it after all that time?
I don't know. I'm not. You two, like, I'm in and out with horror, like Hellraiser and Jason and all that. Freddy. I've watched a few of them, but I've never really gravitated around. Horror. This is more.
This is not quite like a proper. It is horror, but it feels like a different.
It's psychological, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's psychological.
For me, the slasher movies and the blood and the gore and the
you just can't get into them.
It's not scary at all. It's just jump scares, nonsense. Proper psychological shit like this. This is why this is the number one
and it is,
horror movie. And it's one of the best horror movies ever made.
Yeah, because it's got that sense of realism to it. Yeah. It's them people on the island have normal lives.
Yeah. You could literally turn up on that island and get fucked over. It's not like you can open the door and Michael Myers is standing there.
There's different perspective. Yeah.
And they're just all normal people, and he's a police officer investigating this event, and it all builds up, and they shove him in there and burn him at the end. And I remember watching it, I did feel a bit disturbed by it. And as I've gotten older, I've got a couple of friends.
What's the most disturbing? is at the end you find out they've literally set him up from the very beginning. He didn't just stumble
that's
into it.
what's scary
Like,
about
they've
it.
literally targeted him from day one.
Because
Yeah.
everybody on that island, you think they're normal.
Yeah.
They're carrying on like normal people till this event,
Well,
and he's there. It's all been planned, manipulated
the
to
thing
get him
is,
there.
all right, let me give you my perspective. I mean, I'm going to have to watch this again because it came across as there's a scene near the beginning where you see Edward Woodward's character, and he go. There's a field. There's about eight sets of couples shagging on a hill by a church, and I thought to myself, it came across as like a 1970s TV sex movie. Like it's like, am I watching like the Adventures of a Wicker Man or something?
Yeah,
And I thought to myself,
the
yeah,
confessions of a pagan
Confessions of a
village.
Yeah, exactly,
Backside
Confessions of a
flying up
Wicker
and
Man.
down.
Well, that is, of course, if anybody knows anything about pagan stuff, that's the Beltane fires, which is stuff they do around that kind of stuff for harvesting.
So, and also, I didn't know much about this sort of pagan element of what they do and what they're into. And of course, it was interesting that basically the police officer was trying to track down the missing girl, and of course, the whole twist was that it was all set up for him to be the sacrifice, so that they have a better harvest or whatever it was. It just seemed a bit kind of out there in respect of how it was portrayed. I know that was the whole point, because this was a really odd society on this standalone island, and they had their own way of doing things. And this is an outsider, and he had to be quite Christian. He had to be quite religious anyway, which made it more poignant. But
yes, if you've only shagged Britt Eklund when she offered it, he wouldn't have been killed. That's all he had to do.
So I was underwhelmed, and when I said this to Malcolm, he said, "What are you saying about this?" And I will slightly retract my initial opinion, based partly on what I've read online. I've looked at some reviews on YouTube as well, and I think this is one of those films, for me at least, where I need to watch it again. I am going to watch the Nicolas Cage version as well, Malcolm. Sorry, I'm going to. Because I want to see what the American version is going to be like.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that I would prefer it on the second. Now I know where it's going and what it's all about. It's like I was thinking about this actually, because Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1978 version, is probably my favorite movie ever, or in my top 5. And a lot of that is also the background characters. Things are going on which you're not quite aware of, which seem odd and seem off. And there was a parallel with this, where the Edward's character, everyone around him is a bit odd, and some of them looking like this, and it's I don't know why, but I'm surprised that my initial reaction wasn't better. Is what I'm trying to say.
How did you get, if you'd never seen it?
How did we get into this,
Maybe
Malcolm?
that message you sent.
It was
What made you watch that? What made you choose
There was
this?
just a YouTube post where you went, "Just watch this, absolute rubbish," and I kind of leapt on it.
Oh, I
don't know
see.
what made
Because
you watch it.
yeah,
It might have been on a list I gave you months ago of films that are
I
worth watching.
don't know how I watched it, but I actually watched it with my wife, and we were both like, okay. But I thought this was based on something we discussed. It wasn't then. It was something on my end, wasn't it?
It might have been. I remember maybe a year ago I gave you a list of some films that that I said were really good, and you were pointing out a load you hadn't seen, and this might have been on that list.
Also now, my mum, who we don't like hardly anything at all, even she mentioned it to me. She did a while now. Actually, it was my mum. She said, "You've got to see The Wicker Man," and I thought, I don't like anything she likes, and it was her. It was actually my mum. Thanks, Mum. Yeah, it was my mum thinking about it. And then also with you, Malcolm.
Yeah.
And then also, I think something might have come up on YouTube as well.
But it's also great if you get hold of the commentary, because when you know more about the background of it, there's more stuff to watch. So, for instance, when the big guy, I think Oak or something, his name is carrying him up those steps to the Wicker Man, and he's kind of complaining and shouting. Allegedly, he's shouting at the guy, "Don't fucking drop me! Don't drop me!" And the other guy's laughing and going, "I'm not going to drop you." But because you don't hear what they're saying, it just looks like he's complaining and screaming, and the other guy's just telling him shut up as they walk up the stairs. And I think he broke his foot as well at that point. I think.
Really?
I'm sure I've read that. Yeah.
So I think, from my perspective, you know, with all this stuff you're telling me that you missed because it's all in the background and it's once you, yeah, I think that I need to see it again, and this is going to also base it on my rating at the end of this review. I think it's first initial. I'll say this already. My first rating initially would be about 4 out of 10, but I know it'd be higher even now based on what I've
A
seen.
couple of years ago, they did something similar. They made something called Midsummer about this place. She's in it, her that played It Girl from what that superhero thing, It Girl,
Who?
Kick
What?
Ass, Kick Ass.
All right. Okay, what's that?
The actress
Yeah,
Chloe,
yeah,
Chloe, she's in her
yeah.
20s now.
Chloe
Okay.
Grace Moretz.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they did something like this. They did a film. I've heard apparently it's really good. I've not seen it. It's called Midsummer. It came out about 2 years ago,
Right.
and they got this camp like that, and it's all hippie-ish, and it's not. They're all immortal, and they've got to do a sacrifice, and that's why they've got this. You don't know. It's meant to be, but obviously, this film opened
So
all them type of films that
what
came.
you're saying
There
is
is a
there's been
sequel
a
to this. There is a sequel that
Oh, is
came
there?
out.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen it. It came out. I want to say it came out in like
Is it
2011.
really?
It's called The Wicker Tree, and
Yeah.
I believe it's the same director. And Christopher Lee has a cameo in it. But I think it was around 2011. And correct me if Christopher Lee would already passed away by then. But yeah, I think 20. But if you look it up, The Wicker Tree, look it up on IMDb.
I'm
I've never
doing it
seen
right
it.
now. I'm doing it right
But
now.
yeah, I feel I should.
Yeah, let's have a look. Wicked
But I'm
Tree.
always weary of sequels that don't have any of the original casting because you're always on to a loser then.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just typing one, trying to talk at my mic at the same time. Wicked Tree. Oh, yep. 2011, as you said. Charmed by the residents of Tressock, Scotland, two young missionaries accept the invitation to participate in a local festival, fully unaware of the consequences of their decision. And who's in it? So he got 3.8. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. And I don't recognise a lot of the people on here. Yeah, I don't know about this one. But yeah, I mean, you never know. Sometimes everyone, it's what we Malcolm and I have been saying, that it's not always good to look at reviewers of films. Go in and get your own perspectives, because you're not always going to fully agree with what a lot of people say.
I think what they proved with this film that it's not about special effects at all.
No, it's about a different way of society,
and it works.
perspective.
It works because it is, when you watch it, it's a very uncomfortable, disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for years. They've gone too far into it. They do seem to think now that decent special effects and lens flares and all that crap will sell everything, and it's not. Special effects is the last possible thing you should do. Like say Blake 7, where they're updating the special effects 50 years on.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. 4 years on, updating it, just polish on something
Yeah,
good.
because
Don't rely on
it-
the special effects to sell
because-
something from day one.
It's the storylines and the acting that do it, and they do it beautifully in this film. I mean,
If you took the special effects out of Forbidden Planet, the laser shots and the id and all that, if you took them out, it would still be a fantastic film. And that's the problem. A lot of stuff, you take the special effects, take special effects and the sets out of Discovery or Strange New Worlds, and they don't stand up. I mean, Discovery's crap anyway. But even Strange New Worlds, the ones I liked, you take all the sets and special effects out, and it can't stand up.
Have you ever seen the 1953 version of War of the Worlds, updated with getting rid of all the wires and everything on the ships and stuff? I don't even seen it. They've done a really, really good job with that, and the sound they've readjusted the stereo sound, and they've got all, and it's because that's one of my favourite 50s sci-fi
I know,
movies.
you've never done the War of the Worlds experience in London or wherever it is.
I went to the Millennium Dome when they had the War of the Worlds, the musical.
I've seen that.
Obviously I think it was still the Millennium Dome. It was a long time ago. That was fantastic with holograms and Richard Burton and stuff.
It's going on. I'm sure it goes on now. Where you're,
there's still something going on. Yeah,
it's
still the Jeff Wayne thing.
I think it's back next year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Jeff Wayne. I'm not very, because he took off my retro remix of War of the Worlds, which I did with all the old demos from the original album. and then somebody on YouTube. I got 200k views on it, and then I got taken down by Jeff Wayne. Somebody ripped it off, put it on their channel, and it's still on there now. And it's got my YouTube ident at the end. I was fucked up about that.
I can't, it really
Jeff Wayne.
annoys me
Yeah,
copyright.
Jeff Wayne is saying, "Oh, how comes when I put this up, you took it down?"
Oh no, I know. I thought
Yeah,
myself, fuck
I've
you.
had it happen to me. I've had it happen to me. Yeah, other people. I put up my vampire motorcycle, and it's
Oh, yeah.
crap. And I love the film. Hardly anybody's heard of it.
My
They'll cast
sister's
a boat
ex-husband is in that film.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, he's one of the motorcyclists
Yeah.
during the big chase.
I never heard of that
That
film.
Well,
film.
the guy got threatened with it, and I had to remove it. And then I saw the same film on somebody else's channel.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
That's okay.
Sick
Yeah,
of
have
it.
you never seen it, Michael?
No.
No,
That
you've
one.
got to see it. You've got to
It's
see it. It's
got-
absolutely
Vampire
fantastic.
what? Motorcyclists.
Motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah,
His motorcycle is a vampire.
There's a
It's
turd
so
in the
funny.
toilet talking to you. There's a turd in the toilet actually
Yeah.
talking.
And you want me
there's
to watch
loads of
that,
these
do
kind
you?
of modern day
Yeah.
things like kill a couch and all that sort of stuff, or deadly llama and all this.
Watch it.
Are you having a laugh? Is this like oh, this is gonna get my? I'm gonna watch this.
They'll cast the
At
bones
the start of
in
it's
it.
Neil Morrissey.
Neil Morrissey.
Neil Morrissey.
Neil
Oh,
Morrissey,
Yeah,
blimey.
yeah.
it's a whole cast of bones in it.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe. Yeah. If yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I
My
don't know about that one.
vampire motorcycle. It actually got released at cinema for about a week.
Yeah. It's great. If you can get hold of a copy, let us know because it is a great film.
Vampire motorcyclists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a vampire motorcycle.
Yeah, serious.
Now, what's the proper name again? I thought it was, or is it just called Vampire?
Well, let's just go into IMDb.
Go on. Can you? Yeah, because I need to be able to. Because I need the proper title of it.
Stick in Neil Morrissey. Neil Morrissey. And then just go into his filmography and at the top, search this page for vampire. And inevitably, he's been 18 different vampire films. There you go. I bought a vampire motorcycle.
That's it. Yeah.
I bought a vampire motorcycle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was there. Okay.
Honestly,
Is
there's the scene where there's a turd in the toilet talking to him. And
Sounds
it
like a
jumps-
shit conversation.
I mean, it's been so long since I've seen it.
The turd jumps into his mouth. It jumps into his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think Malcolm's just sent me a link, so I'll thank you for that, Malcolm. All right. Well, let's see if that's one we can review in 2026.
Yeah, my
God.
vampire motorcycle.
Okay. Thank you for that, guys. All right. So, anything else to say about the Wicker Man? I take it you both wouldn't want to watch the remake with Nicolas Cage.
No, I mean, I feel like I should have to, just the completist in me, but I really don't want to.
I've seen some of it. I switched it off.
Oh, you switched it off?
Yeah,
Oh, how much of it did you get through?
15 minutes.
Was he a copper in that as well? Was he?
I was just bored shitless.
15 minutes. You ought to give a bit
I
longer.
know, I
than
just
that.
couldn't get into it. We're on there. We're on fucking Netflix.
Okay.
Well, I watched. I thought, oh, I'll have a look at that. I just lost interest. Right, you know when you start watching something, and then I was scrolling on my phone.
Yeah, you realise you're just not clicking with it. And that's
couldn't be
yeah.
bothered, so I just switched it off. That's as bad as I've got. Apparently, it's fucking terrible. It's bad.
Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewatch the original again, and then I might do the remake. So let's round off with opinions. Obviously, this is an obvious question for Malcolm. Would you have this in your collection?
I have done for 30 years now.
So that's obviously a yes. And what would you rate this one out of 10?
This is absolutely one of my very, very rare 10s.
A 10? I don't think you've ever given a 10
wow.
before.
Wow.
That's the highest ever. How long have you been on the show? A year? That's like
Maybe.
yeah. Wow. Okay, 10 out of 10.
Generous.
I don't think Martin's is going to be quite as high as that. Okay, Martin, would you have this in your collection?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
No.
What would you rate this one out of 10?
It's one of them films that if it's there, I probably would watch it. But I'd give it a 5. It's not my thing, really. But I do admire what it is, and I understand the respect it gets, but it's not in my area of.
Yeah, but that's fair enough. I mean,
You
it's
know,
yeah. I mean,
I'll give it a 5.
I think with me, initially, I wouldn't have it in my collection, and I would give it a 4 out of 10. But thanks partly to both your influences and partly to other YouTube commentators and reviews, I would lift it up now to 6.5 out of 10. And I would have it in my collection because I'm simply going to be re-watching it to get a better opinion. Does that sound fair?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Go with that. Go with that.
And I think, Martin, you hit the nail on the head with how you know a cult film is when, even when you don't like it, you still understand why everybody else does.
Yeah, and
as
I
opposed to a
respect
film
it.
when you can't understand why anybody likes a film, that's a different thing entirely.
Yeah, but
I
that's
respect it for what it is, and it's just.
And that's what I'm feeling as well. I mean, now I've learnt more about it. Initially, I was underwhelmed, but now I'm kind of getting more of that perspective, the understanding of why it is highly rated, and it's a unique film, and it stands out. Even though it still reminds me of Confessions of a Sailor Man or something from the 1970s.
It reminds me, the bits of it, like where it's set and filmed, reminds me of Zardos.
Oh,
yeah. See,
maybe.
the other thing with the Wicker Man is quite interesting. There is enough music and singing in it to qualify it as a musical.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That makes sense. Did they release an album or something? Did they release an album of all? Probably.
You know what, right? Back in those days, soundtracks quite often got released on.
That's what I'm thinking. They had a soundtrack of it.
So I honestly don't
bet
know,
the soundtrack is
it
very
happened a lot.
collectible.
I bet it was. I bet it was. Yeah, because most movies at that point did have soundtracks. So that does sound like it's another way of obviously getting more.
It's one of them. We went through that phase every now and again. Like you get these really weird, odd films that are weird and odd, and something about them, and they're a bit uncomfortable and disturbing. But there's going to be one you're going to love, and rest you're going to hate. For me, if it were this or Zardos, for me it'd be Zardos all the way.
Okay.
But the scenery and it reminds. It's like they could have filmed it in the same place.
Yeah, the visual aspect is certainly a good one as well. So, all right, guys. All right, guys. Not gays. Thank you very much for this episode. Thank you for reviewing that with me. It's certainly been an interesting one. So the next show, hopefully in 2 weeks' time, I'm not actually seen it properly myself, is the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea with Michael Caine. I know that you're quite a fan of this one, aren't you, Martin? When did you last see this one?
It took me 10 years to find a copy of it on DVD, and I had to order it from France. Because that's the only bloody place they've got it in the world on DVD.
Well, and Malcolm, have you seen this one, or are you going to?
I don't believe so. I may have seen it years and years ago when it came out. Probably, yeah. It does smack of a Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon matinee, really.
Yeah.
Although it's in 2 parts.
They've added a lot more. Michael Caine plays a very good version of Nemo.
Yeah, but I want to see what he's like in this. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for that. So we'll see you next time, and enjoy yourselves with whatever you're doing the next 2 weeks, and we'll see you next time on the Solo One.
Live long and prosper.
Prosper.